Hey everyone, welcome to the BakuView episode 67. As I mentioned at the end of my last video, this is going to be the first video I do of the review of the Bakugan sent to me by Arena6.com. So once again, thanks to them for the Bakugan to review, obviously. And I'm going to close these guys up in ball form and show you each of them individually, starting with Blitz Dragonoid. Okay, starting out is Blitz Dragonoid, like I said, and this one is obviously in Ventus. The head here looks like your typical Helix Dragonoid head, and really the whole body looks pretty basic, your typical Dragonoid look. DNA code here in his feet. So why don't we open him up? And now opened up, you can see he's definitely a bit different looking than the other Dragonoids now. He's got these 4 wings on the back, which look really cool. His head's a bit smaller and more pointed. Why don't we open up the horns here? It's one of his manual parts is the horns. Each of the 3 horns pulls up on their own, and we have the manual feet. So open up. If you look all around him for his G power, all you're going to see is 70 G up on his wing. However, he's part of what is called the Baku double strike, and he has a button on his back. So when you push down on that, his fists pop out. So you can see he looks pretty cool all opened up like that. And underneath where his fist was, it says 680G. So the double strike, I guess they all have a hidden G power somewhere. And I would assume the smaller G power would be the one hidden, but I guess in his case it was the other way around. Phantom Dharak, which I'll show you in a minute, he has the smaller one hidden like I would have assumed. But anyway, he's a very cool looking Bakugan opened up. And I wasn't sure if I wanted one initially, but the more I looked at it, especially seeing one right here in front of me, he is very awesome and one of my favorite Bakugan now. I guess it's just the way he's designed with the hands and everything, and even equipping the battle gear is kind of cool. You just kind of pull up on his body, and that uncovers the peg area. And let me just stick jet core on his back so you can see. Though he does kind of look like he's leaning over quite a bit, he at least can equip battle gear, so I guess that's a good thing. Okay. And as far as closing him up, if you can see underneath his body here, there's this little opening or ditch, whatever you want to call it. Now, obviously push down on the horns on his head, but what you want to do is, he's still kind of all messed up from battle gear mode. Okay, there we go. But what you want to do is, as you're pushing the body down, bend his head in and get his head to go into that little ditch. Oh, you might want to also close up his hands, or else he's not going to want to close. But anyway, once you get the body and the head down, next is the top wings and the bottom wings. And that'll keep him closed up, and then you can just push his feet down. So there he is all closed up. And that is Blitz Dragonoid. Okay, and next up here is Phantom Dharak. You can see from the outside, he's got a lot of the green and yellow to him, but just pretty much little wavy lines, nothing really special to mention. Opening him up though, he's very different than what I expected when you open him up. He kind of almost looks like some type of like a snake or something. Actually looks a lot like Cobracus to me. Manual parts here, we have his horns that just kind of come up, and behind his head it says 700G. So like I said, he does have that Baku double strike feature to him. So what you do is there's a button on the top of him that you press, and that releases his wings. And you can see with his wings, he looks very cool. I'm not sure which one I like better actually, Blitz Dragonoid or Phantom Dharak, but I like how these wings are, and these claws here, that actually will close, open and close, these little like pincers here. So that also is kind of cool. It kind of almost looks like a mini Dharak Colossus almost. But over here is where it has the extra 50G for him. That's what his extra G power was. So guess not too much else to say. He does have quite a big hump on his back though. And the battle gear will equip right up there on the back. Now closing him up, I find it best to close the wings first. So what you want to do is just kind of push down on that, and the claws will close up, and that'll just pretty much lock into place up here, and same with the other side. So now he's closed back up to his initial form, push down on those horns, and you can do either side first, it doesn't matter, tail or head. Just push down on that, close the tail up. That doesn't really like to stay down though, unfortunately. There we go. And then the head will close up just as well. So there he is, all closed up again. And like I said, both of these guys were really cool looking, but it's kind of hard to determine which one I like better. Next up, what I'm going to do for you guys is I'm going to review the Brizak, Escella, and Barrios gear. Like I had mentioned in that previous video, that those were also ones sent to me by Arena 6 to review for you guys. So yet again, thanks to them for the Bakugan that they gave me to review. And you can check out their site here, as I'll link. And that's pretty much it for right now. So stay tuned for the next episode, and thanks for watching, you guys.